Alrighty, so the dumbbell RDL. Seems simple, but can be butchered oh so much. So, first thing, let's talk about feet. Let's work our way up. When we're in our dumbbell RDL, make sure we're at that shoulder width. From there, with our feet, what I want you to imagine is we have our 3 points of contact: heel, pinky, big toe, all driven in, all remaining the same, always the same points of contact. From there, what I want you to think about is there's a piece of paper between my toes. And what I'm trying to do with my feet is I'm trying to rip that paper apart. So watch my feet again, I'm trying to rip it apart, but I'm not actually letting my toes move. So I've got those 3 points of contact: heel, pinky toe, big toe. Now I'm trying to externally rotate. So I'm trying to tear that paper. From here, we're then going to talk about the shoulders, because this is the next part. With our shoulders, we want to set down and back. So I'm not just trying to pull back and poke that chest out. We want to set down and slightly back. This is to lock the lats on, stability, okay? From here, what we're thinking about as we start to go down is a nice flat back, which we always have with our RDLs. We're pushing those hips back. So watch my hips. See how they just keep going back? They're going to keep going back. I still have all the weight in my 3 points of contact. I'm not leaning back on my hip, not leaning back on my heels. 3 points of contact, externally rotating. So I'm trying to twist those knees out. I'm coming down, keeping locked on, pushing the hips back. Once I feel a stretch in hamstring, from here I'm going to come back up. I'm not going to keep going and then start to round the back, because all this is going to do is jack our backs up. So we keep the glutes on tight, external rotation. We shoot hips back, stay locked on, keeping nice and tight. Feel stretch in hamstring, come back up. Now you might find one day you've got great stretch in hamstring. I can get a ton of range. You might go for a massive run, don't do enough stretching, and oh, my hammies kick on here. Throughout the sets, you're going to notice that you will get more range if you haven't warmed up properly. You've warmed up properly, you've done your mobility, you've done your stability. You're going to generally hit around the same point in that RDL every time. However, you may find that range changes from session to session. That is okay, because depending on what you've done previously, as in the day before, depending on how your recovery was, how you slept, nutrition, hydration, it is all going to depend on that mobility in the hamstring. So don't get your dumbbells and go, oh, I know every time I can get past my knees. We get to here, you're tight, and then you have to round the back. That's what we want to avoid. So again, very quickly, 3 points of contact, external rotation, tear that paper. From here, I'm holding on. I push my hips back, still keeping my chest proud, keep pushing my hips back, still 3 points of contact, still external rotation. Pushing hips back, I feel stretch in hamstring, come back up. That's our dumbbell RDL.